resource capacity.
Good morning, Crypto Chaos. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Day 2, working at McDonald's. How you guys doing? Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Let's go. Let's go. Spend whatever dry powder you got left. Cody Bakula coming on the $2 super chat right at the beginning of the live stream. Thanks again, Cody, for that extra life. A lot of us are going to need that today. A lot of us are going to need it today. All right, guys. More doom. More doom. I'll get into, of course, the chart here in a second. But, yeah, you guys know. You guys know where we're going. You guys know where we're going to go.
Win so much.
Oh, my God. Yep. Yeah, best intro in crypto. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Morning, nerds. Morning, Spence. How's you doing, Spence? How you doing? Julian Song. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Chaos. Yes. Yeah, I really just said out loud 35 seconds ago, where's Otaku Man? And here he is. That's right, that's right. Yes, and another show, yeah, another bloody bloodbath. This morning, says Julian Song. What's up, brother? What's up, Leo? How's it going, Leo? Yeah, morning, everyone. Morning. More blood. I'm the vampire, says Leo. Buying the dips. Bro, ICP went on a major run last night. Yes, it did. We covered it last night also with, was it Fetch AI? And Filecoin. Filecoin also ran like crazy last night too. I just been DCing as much as possible, trying to keep up with the whales in the group. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Nebs. That's a tough one, especially with the likes of Andy in the chat. Yeah, so much for October and November pump months. Yeah, I mean, we're still not done with November yet. Again, guys, it's possible that we could, try to get out of this loop, this doom loop here, by the end of the month. Can't miss everything, says Nebs. Yes, been DCing as much as possible, trying to keep up the whales. Yes, it's hard, man. I just keep buying some more. Can't get enough Zbeck. Damn, nice, JPEG, nice. Picking up these levels is crazy. Yeah, happy Friday. Grand Rising, Otaku and Chaos fam. Yes, Gamaka's gonna be here tonight with us, guys. So again, stay tuned for more. Hope everyone's doing well, and let's get this money. Yes, shout out to Gamma. Let's go. Yes, ma'am. Let's get it. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Quint in the house. Good morning, Otaku crew. Happy Friday. Happy joy. And, yeah. Maximus Diamond Hands with the poop emoji. That's, everyone feeling some kind of way this morning, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm back at McDonald's again, damn it. I never thought I'd get back here. Oh, we haven't had a run all this year. Crazy. Desperate times cause for desperate measures. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Bitcoin sitting at 100,000 flat this morning. Of course, last night calling it. Oh my God, every single day. Oh.
Tired of winning.
Yep. Just another day, guys. Just another day. Nuts. Thanks, Bill. All right. So yeah, we're still sitting at the same spot. We called last night, baseline bear. I mean, who else can get like this, guys? Every single day, 97% accuracy. It's insane. I don't know. I told you guys last night. I'm tired of being right. I want to be wrong again. Ridiculous. All right. So yeah, more pain possibly coming this morning. At some point, we're gonna have to stop the blood. And start to recover. We're only about $1,000 away from our last dip to where our previous bottom was at 98,900. Let's take a look and see how the order books are doing. And let me get this damn hat off of my head. That's freaking McDonald's. McFreedoms won't hire me. They're on a hiring freeze right now. Again, shout out to Braveheart McFreedom. Anyway, yeah, it's something else, man. It is something else right now. 100,000 flat. Let's take a look. My computer is about to crash. Doomberg this morning, if you guys just want to catch a little bit of an update on Bloomberg. I did have this, them talking about, speak of the devil, McDonald's.
It's been wild.
By the way, let's check on some earnings movers because Wendy's, that is up almost 10%, 9.4%. So their sales declined less than expected. They've been struggling. So is this the rebound for the fast food chain? Joining us now is Bloomberg consumer reporter Red Brown. Red, the flavor it feels like from earnings is that fast casual is suffering, but fast food is doing well. Is that a fair read?
No, I definitely think that's the best way to summarize the results we've gotten over the last week. It definitely seems like people are avoiding those like $15, $20 salad or food bowls when they can. And it does seem like that has a trickle-down benefit to a lot of the fast food companies who have made really strong strides to readjust their value proposition, right? We've seen Burger King, we've seen McDonald's make these moves to expand their value offerings to make sure that they say, like, look, if you are struggling right now and you want to have a nice meal, McDonald's or Burger King is a place you can do it. But at the same time, places like Sweetgreen, Kava are not able to make that same move, and that's why they're struggling.
Wendy's stock, though, has done horribly over the past 5 years. And I'm from the great state of Ohio, so I'm a Dave Thomas champion, of course. But it's down here, look, 46%. And meanwhile, McDonald's is up that amount. Why is Wendy's doing so badly compared to the Big Mac maker?
So there's
can't beat them, join them.
Difference in strategy with these two. Like I think you're right. Like Wendy's does try to position itself as like the most premium of the fast food. So like they're almost kind of in this quasi gray area. It is really good, right? I mean they can back it up.
But you don't regret it as much after as you do other fast food.
I guess it depends on what time of the day it is.
Right.
But they are like this like gray area, I guess, a little bit between these two like sectors we were just talking about. So they have been kind of just trying to stick to their price a little bit more, saying we are a premium product, and they can't move the prices down too much, just considering where cost inflation is. And at the same time, McDonald's has the scale to take on some of these higher price points because they're able to negotiate better contracts with their beef providers, things like that. So
here's the comparison, by the way. Joe just pulled it up, the 5 years. So McDonald's there in yellow, Wendy's in white.
Insane.
Yeah, and I mean, Wendy's is making efforts to kind of halt the slide. They are doing things, they're like slowing down their new builds, things like that, so they can reinvest into the restaurants and hopefully spark a little bit more foot traffic.
There's no way you don't feel regret after eating a fast food chili situation.
No,
all right. So anyway, that's kind of where we are this morning. McDonald's is doing okay. Could be a sign of recession, guys. Ooh. Okay, let's see what else we got. Doomberg on here. We're gonna have Rick Rader up here here in a minute. If not already did, I hope we didn't miss him. Rick Rader, guys, of course. Oh yeah, we did miss him. Damn it. Before the morning open bell, we got about a minute and a half. He might still be on there right afterwards. But yeah. He's just talking about, of course, the credit card data, which is the highest amounts of delinquency we haven't seen since probably 2020, 2021 or 2008. I know we have. I pulled it up a long time ago. Can't find that damn chart anymore. Comparing, of course, the consumer debt to that of World War II. It's about to get real, guys. It's about to get real. Repo market, of course, surging. Everything else happening right now, guys. Let's get back to the live. Any second now, we're gonna open up the market. Open in about 30 seconds. All right, how are you guys doing in the chat? Dylan Crumb says we're barely getting bullish divergence. I can't tell if we're about to dump or flash crash the wick to 92,000, the start of the ascent of the all-time high. Yeah, I'm ready to get the band-aid ripped off and let's just go with it. Let's get the final bleeding. But yeah, we might have to wait until next week for that. We're moving into a weekend now, so a little bit more blood today, and then maybe over the weekend, and hopefully next week we can seal the deal with the government shutdown. One of these catalysts will, of course, move us higher soon, right? Soon. I keep saying soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Eventually. Yes. Can I get a number 2, please, with extra pickles? Hold the FUD and Happy Meal with a fidget toy for my anxiety. Says Hugo in the chat. Yes, my boy Hugo. Braveheart. Yep. Morning. Good morning, Braveheart. How's it going? Happy Joy joining the chat. Yes. Hi, Bessie, Braveheart. And here we go, guys. Morning bell. It happens right now. Man, my computer's about to crash. Holy hell. Holy hell.
Moments away from the start of trading, this is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller, and we're looking at a down day. After a down day, it's been a pretty volatile week. I think we've had 2 sessions this week where stocks have moved, in fact, to the downside more than 1%. So maybe you're getting a little bit of concern about valuations. You can see S&P futures down 1/3%, NASDAQ futures down 0.5%. That has been the talking point this week, although retail investors typically like to buy the dip. No matter what. You're getting, Pencil ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. I have no idea what it is, but she is holding a Faber-Castell #2, as you can see right there. Down at the NASDAQ, there's a SPAC ringing the opening bell. If you're worried about froth in the markets, let me tell you, SPACs are back. And meme stocks.
We're
and
so bad.
Oh, boy.
deals without
So bad.
bankers. Who needs lawyers?
Who needs them?
Yeah.
You don't need them. Make
get
that
it done.
deal. As long as you say something AI, you're off to the races and your debt will do fantastically in the market. I am, of course, exaggerating. There's been some, I'm being facetious. There's been some real questioning, especially in recent days, about that trade. But where we are not seeing questions asked, we are buying now. Are these travel stocks, Expedia and Airbnb, doing really well today? They both delivered a positive outlook. They signaled that travel trends are strong, that it's going to continue into the holiday quarter. And so far, Matt, they see no discernible impact from the government
That's
shutdown.
weird.
It's pretty impressive, especially on a day like today when we start to see those flights getting cut. Elon Musk's $1 billion pay package was overwhelmingly approved by Tesla shareholders. That paves the way for him to boost his stake in the company to at least 25% over the next decade. He does, however, in order to do that, have to boost the value of the company to $8.5 trillion, which means adding another $7 trillion. And just as a reminder, there is no company worth $7 trillion. It would be a pretty amazing feat, I think. Having said that, inflation still seems to be way above the Fed's target. So maybe $1 trillion won't be worth that much in 10 years.
Maybe it won't, but I think most analysts would agree that NVIDIA is probably going to get there before. At least there are actual analysts who believe that NVIDIA will get there in the near term.
There are price targets that put NVIDIA at $8 billion in 12 months, 8.5 in fact. Let's bring back BlackRock Chief Investment Officer of Global Fixed Income, Rick Reeder. And Rick,
here we go.
I asked you about that. I mean, is this market too frothy? Are valuations, are we getting too far ahead of ourselves here? Because I was looking at it the other day.
Also appointed the possible
valuation
head chair
market capital versus GDP. It's at the highest level at least since 2000, and the same is true of the Shiller case. CAPE ratio, you can see this great chart here that shows you we're pretty highly valued on these two measures. Are you worried about the AI froth?
So, there's something, by the way, this is a time of year you tend to get momentum gets chased out of the markets, particularly today where you have ambiguity around some trends that are taking place. So, by the way, I don't think it's an AI bubble, and I don't think there's too much froth. And depending on where you go, if you look at some of the big hyperscalers that trade at 20 to 25, 26 times earnings, and they throw off ROE, return on equity of 30, 35, 40%, and you look at their free cash flow. I've never seen in my career free cash flow generation. We can talk about top line revenue growth. When you can have that much free cash flow generation, it allows you to do your CapEx, which is extraordinary today, build R&D, which is your future cash flow, and then you can buy back your stock. So what's happening, you have an unbelievable dynamic, and by the way, we're now about to open the buyback window, that you have this dynamic that you throw off immense amounts of free cash flow. And so there's multiples are not scary. There are parts, I see it in the private market, and I see it in some places where you're seeing businesses that have no cash flow for a number of years. How much would you finance those? So I do see froth in some areas, but in the traditional big market cap stuff, and I would say related to that, in semis, in healthcare technology, where you're seeing a rapid change, but real cash flow alongside of it, it is the exact dichotomy of what you saw in 2002.
Why then do you have these large cap giants tapping the bond market to the degree they are, and not just the broadly syndicate market, but also raising capital off balance sheet too? If they were so confident and have such robust cash flows, is that not a concerning turn of events that they're instead building up on debt piles?
So So first of all, when you look at any measure, debt to EBITDA, you look at their debt to book cap, debt to market cap, these companies are under-geared, are under-levered. Their cap structure is so low in terms of leverage certainly relative to their market cap, but relative to their book cap. If you were running a big, mature company, you think about what does your normal cap structure look like, and if you're going to fund near-term CapEx over the next couple of years, if you can do it out the yield curve, which is where you see a lot of that financing take place, to say, gosh, I am throwing off a lot of cash flow, but if I can lock in these rates, and if I'm as a shareholder of any of these companies, I say, why in the world would you fund everything with equity? Or why wouldn't we put a little bit of debt, get a little bit of gearing, get your ROE higher? So I just think it's a natural evolution of, gosh, this is how you run a big company, and this is what a normal cap structure looks like.
I mean, we were just talking about global bond sales hitting $6 trillion, an all-time record. That's pretty incredible, and the return on fixed income has been great this year as well. Finally, how could we be in a world with tight financial conditions when this is happening? It just doesn't make any sense to me why the Fed would want to be cutting into this.
So you got what I would argue, there's an immense amount of cash that came from certainly years ago with fiscal monetary stimulus. So, I don't think financial conditions are great for older savers in the economy. The interest rate tool today is incredibly powerful on parts of the economy that are really struggling. Low income, small business, the housing market. By the way, the government debt, since 89% of what the government funds is in 0 to 2 year part of the yield curve, so it has a huge influence on what taxpayers are paying for debt today. So my view today, what the interest rate tool does, the idea it affects inflation. I've been saying this for months. It's very hard for the Fed to bring down sticky inflation, healthcare, education, insurance. Not terribly robust. But you do actually, if you bring the rate down, you will bring down the mortgage rate, which you're seeing play out.
Well, but not for poor Americans, Rick. Diane Swank has said, bringing down these rates is not going to affect subprime rates, and 25% of the country is below 690 with a credit score. Also, I don't see how a lower rate adds jobs in an environment where companies are cutting headcount to try and offset higher tariffs to their margins.
So, man, I've said this for months now. I will say one thing: the Fed doesn't create jobs directly, but you think about what happens. Small business does. 44% of the hiring in the U.S. is small business. The rate's too high for small business. Second, you think about what happens in the housing market. We put 3.1 people to work for every home built in this country. If you get the mortgage rate, by the way, you don't have to get it down that much, but if you got it down 25, 50 basis points, you increase labor mobility. Your point is right. Companies, we are in a productivity revolution. Companies are going to cut jobs. But if you increase labor mobility because people can sell their house, move to another state where they get a job, if we actually put people to work in building houses, you bring down shelter inflation. The Fed can't create jobs, but you can ameliorate some of the stress that's happening because of productivity. And people talk about productivity as like AI. It is happening everywhere. We talk about freight, how we do logistics, how we do inventory management, how we do customer procurement. Productivity is exploding. We don't need as much labor collectively in the country. Bringing that rate down in the places that can actually help will actually at the margin help a labor dynamic that I think today you'll see not just what you're seeing in the last 4 months, but what you're going to see for the next couple of years.
And Rick, these conversations, and especially your viewpoint, is made all the more important. We have to ask, because last week, the beginning of last week, Secretary Scott Bessent confirmed
yes, here we go.
Picks your name among them. How have those conversations gone?
No, I can't. I can't really comment. I wake up in the morning and I try and figure out the spline of the yield curve and what your comments about fast food versus Fed. Like, should we be buying this stock or that stock? That's what I got to focus on that. And so anyway, that's what I'm doing today.
Even if you're not
tight-lipped. Wow.
Rick, even if you're not confirmed as Fed chair, everybody has a view about what they would do differently at the Fed. What are some of the changes that you would make?
Listen, all I'll point to is what I've said for many months now, is I think there's some things that you can do to create velocity in the system. Nobody borrows off the overnight funds rate anymore. velocity happens, where financing happens out the yield curve, things you could do to keep that stability of the back end of the yield curve, to keep the mortgage rate in a place where we get real velocity, existing home sales moving. So anyway, I think there's some things that can be done that are interesting. And listen, Matt, I mean, I've said it publicly for many months now. I think if we're running break even, you can buy in the market today, 5-year inflation break evens at 2.35%. I think the funds rate should be at 3%. And I just think you could move it there, and then you don't have to go much further. I just think the price, in markets, if something's priced wrong, you get it there. I just think we can get it there, and then look at, and then take another view on where are we today, and do you have to move higher or lower? But anyway, I think we could move rate a bit lower.
Well, Rick,
quicker.
it does have this feeling that whoever is next and whoever's next leading the Fed, that there will be this difference in tone. When we have this scenario where Chair Powell's term is up and we have our next chair in waiting, whoever that might be, how should that person handle that kind of lame duck gray period?
From an investor point of view?
Or just communication to the markets. How should that look when Chair Powell's term is over and we're waiting for the newly confirmed Fed chair?
Listen, I think it's tricky. I mean, I have incredible sympathy for, and quite frankly, the sanctity of what that institution is. I think what they will continue to do, and I think what they do today, is they make judgment based on, here's the data that we have to interpret. What is the right thing for the population at large in terms of managing that policy? And I really believe in this, and I certainly believe in this Fed chair and this Fed committee, that I think they're going to make the decision based on, let's evaluate the data, interpret the data, and make a decision based on that. And I don't think there's any reason to believe that happens any other way than that.
Well, Rick, you certainly do that for us, and we are very appreciative of it. To get all of your thoughts from what's going on with Bink to the labor market and beyond, Rick Reeder, thank you so much.
That was good. That was a good update.
Us. Coming up on the show, the
all right. Of course, BlackRock's Rick Reeder. And guys, it sounds like he's ready to go as Fed chair pick. He's one of the top 6 picks that Trump has announced last week. All right, guys. So we have more air traffic controllers quitting. This has been scrolling through my feed after the live streams every single night. More and more of them are quitting as of yesterday. More air traffic controllers could be quitting starting today as these airports cut flights during the shutdown. Guys, I am terrified, absolutely terrified. I'm flying out on the 16th to Florida, and I don't know, man. This could be a doozy of a Jesus, of a trip. Holy hell! What the hell happened? I lost my page. Okay, my computer's about to crash today, guys. Brave Heart Freedom coming with a $2 super chat this morning. Let's go, Gamarita Friday night incoming. That's right, guys. We're gonna finish up the fire sale tonight with Fireball. Hopefully we don't actually hit that fire sale target, but it's still in the cards, guys. $93,000 Bitcoin. Okay, if you guys are just joining us, of course, Bitcoin is now coming down. While Rick Rader was talking, we did touch 99 again. But of course, we hit our target from last night, calling for a baseline bear.
So much.
I guess if you would call it that. I'm tired of winning, guys, and I told you guys last night I want to be wrong in the right direction. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Of course, we're probably in for some more pain today after the market opens. We already kind of wicked down there. Maybe this is it. Maybe 99,400. Let's take a look at the order books and take a look and see if there's a bit more legs for the bulls today, or if this is going to be another flash crash sell-off kind of day. All right, let's take a look at the order books. Of course, bringing it to that to you for free is Kimba the White Snow Lion on YouTube. Damn, my computer's about to crash. Look at that huge wick up. Wow. Looks like we might have support there, albeit not much. Again, don't pay for something you get for free. Wow, it took forever to load that. Everything's about to crash, guys. Holy crap. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. I'm just kind of waiting for this to load. Wow, what a day. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to load in here so I can zoom on in and show you guys where we're currently sitting at. We're still range bound. There's orders everywhere though. We don't really have a clear area. Other than, of course, our range that we've been fighting off the past few days. That's going to be our 112,000 top. Our Our current range high of 105, which is not looking great. Again, stronger every single day now. And our range low, which we don't want to see it again, 98, and lower than that, even stronger, coming in at, 96, I think that was 96, 97. And then after that, we have, of course, our 93. All right, so yeah, we're still range bound, not looking great to the upside, but we are starting to get a little bit more filled in here underneath, right around 100,000 and a little bit lower, 98, 99. A lot of people are buying up this pretty quickly as we slam down. I'm not seeing any millions and millions and millions flowing in like we did just a few days ago on these key levels. So I'd watch it. It seems like we might still have a little more blood today. We need an announcement, guys. We need something major. We need something big. We need a catalyst. One of our narratives. It's been a minute since we revisited some of our narratives as well. We need something good. all right. That's kind of where we're at. Hundreds more air traffic controllers could quit starting Friday as major hubs brace for thousands of canceled flights. So this is going to probably happen today. We did get some news out of Houston that they had a lot of air traffic controllers already walk out. That happened yesterday, I believe, or the day before, and starting to create some huge delays because that's one of the major airports in our nation. Hundreds of air traffic controllers will leave their jobs starting Friday if they see a $0 pay statement, multiple controllers told Forbes. Controllers are set to receive pay statements Friday, notifying them that the second missed paycheck on Tuesday. We're seeing our air traffic controllers resign from this career and profession, which I personally would not do, especially in this economy. And no one knows that better than Strawberry Dragons. Yes, of course, the AI and robots are coming for your job, and air traffic controllers are probably set to be replaced here soon. Because they're using archaic, outdated technology. Right, so it seems like the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, the NATCA, told CNBC on Squawk Box on Wednesday, for the first time we've had less controllers than we did in 2019 shutdown. Damn, we're seeing them resign and absolutely putting us in a horrible position moving forward. Daniels told CNN Wednesday afternoon as well. NATCA spokesperson declined to share with Forbes the number of controllers who resigned during the first 36 days of the shutdown, now on day 38. I cannot believe we're here, guys. This is insane. It's crazy. Ben Lawrence, good morning. Blesses us with his presence this morning. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Again, a shout out to Gamma, got us in the chat. Yeah, we're going to have Gamma read us tonight, guys. We're going to have Gamma on to stream tonight. Last time we had Gamma on, it was a pretty big sellout event. We had a ton of new members on that day. So I'm excited to have Gamma on again. Her and I are, of course, going to talk shop and about crystals and chaos. Tonight. Let's see what else we have. We're certainly sitting at a critical juncture with the FFA. Is now sending a clear institutional message that we cannot maintain safe operations at normal capacity indefinitely under the shutdown. This is what I'm afraid of, guys. I'm afraid to jump on a plane. It sucks, man, because I just I just got this entire idea of since we're in a pullback and we're kind of boring right now, I'm gonna go take a vacation. I guess I kind of help my folks out down in Florida. It's not looking like it's going to turn out well for me. Let's find out. Hopefully, the shutdown will resume next week. I know that Polymarket was at least flipping the bets earlier in the week for this Sunday to flip, end the shutdown. But now it's looking like we're going to keep extending it out until the end of the month. According to Polymarket, as of yesterday, we're sitting at the 50%, 48% basically likelihood of us shutting down after November 16th. So we're still fighting that. Okay, what else we got in the headlines today? They're talking about, of course, the Mag 7, OpenAI, funding questions, yada, over on Bloomberg. Let's see what's going on in CNBC and catch up with the chat. I got a lot to catch up over there. Oh, I know. I know, Strawberry. I'm flying. I'm not flying United Airlines. No, Strawberry, I'm not. All right, CNBC. Let's see what we got with CNBC. That's, of course, shouting out to Strawberry. Thanks again. Our favorite flavor of dragon. I got to catch up in the chat, guys. Okay, what's CNBC got? Squawk on the street. We're talking about who they got. Citibank on, IBM on. Altimer Capital, and Palantir. All right, that's what they have up coming up on the TMT Leaders Summit happening right now at Pebble Beach, California. All right, let's see what else we got here on Fox Business. The hard stream is on verge of collapsing today. Yeah, Dems will go after Musk's $1 trillion pay package. Really? They used to love him. And now, of course, the Dems hate him because of his political stance changed over the last 2 years. All right, thwarted Halloween terror attack. Of course, Fox Business talking about some zany stuff over there. Let's take a look at some headlines over in CBC, and then we're going to catch up with the chat here in a second. Come on. Stocks slide with a weak tech. Again, NASDAQ heads for a big weekly loss. The NASDAQ sitting at like 6,500 on the day, having a little bit of a pullback. Shutdown means another missed jobs report Friday. Here's what it probably would have shown. I guess we can go into hypotheticals. Sure, why not? Oh my God. Everything is crashing. There we go. Shutdown means another missed jobs report. Yes, jobs report Friday would happen again. This record long shutdown has resulted in a lack of official data on the labor market. Although reports have shown that we have over 1 million jobs lost in October. Had the Bureau of Labor Statistics released its monthly non-farm payrolls report, economists surveyed Dow Jones expected would have shown a decline of 60,000 jobs, and unemployment rate increased to 4.5%, putting us to again that million jobs lost this year. Jobs Friday will be happening again this week as the record long government shutdown has resulted in a lack of official data of the labor market, a host of important indicators. Of course, this keeps going into, we don't have the jobs data. Payrolls processed from ADP reported earlier this week the companies added just 42,000 jobs in October, a number that was better than expected, but still demonstrated anemic hiring. Outplacement and consulting of Challenger, Gray, and Christmas reported 153,000 announced job cuts in October, the highest level for the month in 22 years. Does not seem like holiday positions are really going to save this either. Bank of America has also begun collecting its own employment data. The bank reported year-over-year payroll growth of 0.5% in October, unchanged since September. Bank of America data also showed significant disparity in wage growth. All right, so it's not looking good with all the data that they're, of course, having to find themselves and not rely, which is probably a good thing, not relying on government data. Google's decade-long bet on custom chips is turning into company's secret weapon in the AI race. Airlines cancel more than 700 U.S. flights. This is what I was talking about. Wow. Damn. Headlines spreading. Damn. 700 U.S. flights as FAA ordered shutdown cuts begin. Guys, they can't even riot. I mean, not riot. They definitely can't riot. They can't protest. They can't legally protest either, because it's a government mandate. U.S. airlines canceled hundreds of flights on Friday, hours after the Federal Aviation Administration ordered the cuts amid the government shutdown. This might finally be the final nail in the coffin to get these two parties to work together to end the shutdown. Reduction hit 40 airports, including some of the nation's largest ones. The Department of Transportation warned cancellations could increase, and travel industry executives warned passengers to be flexible. I might see if I can cancel my flight now after this. I don't want to fly during this nonsense, this crazy nonsense. U.S. airlines started canceling hundreds of flights on Friday, hours after the Federal Aviation Administration ordered the cuts, and amid a more than month-long government shutdown. The cuts were ordered as air traffic controllers have missed their paychecks due to the government shutdown, now the longest in U.S. history. Air traffic controllers staffing shortages must be disrupting flights. It's pretty much everything I read earlier, except now we have this new number. More than 700 U.S. flights were canceled as of 9 a.m. today. That's 55 minutes ago. According to the aviation data firm Circa, about 3% of the total scheduled for the day. The scale of the disruption is a fairly common routine for disruptions. Like major thunderstorms, but the Department of Transportation warned the cancellations could ramp up. Yeah, I can imagine it's going to get worse as we get into holiday season. All right. That's the current update on that. NP Materials CEO warns investors about rare earths industry. about hot rare earths industry. Time to buy the dip. Tech stocks, fun stress, technical. Just said, wow. Tom Lee apparently 37 minutes ago just told everyone to buy the dip. Buy the dip, guys. like you haven't been doing that already, right? You guys watched me just sink my teeth into another 100 SWE. What was that, yesterday morning when we went down to like $1.91 on SWE. We gotta look at the metrics here in a second. I gotta catch up in the chat. Okay, Michael Burry's new short. I can't read this one because I'm not a pro member. But Tom Lee apparently just came out. If you want to get the real news, of course, go to the real news platform over on X and see if we can find this statement from Tom Lee this morning. All right, while I'm waiting for that to load, let's catch up the chat, guys. Morning. Ben Schiller returns. Yes, Ben Lawrence, are we range bound or deranged bound? Inquiring minds want to know, says Ben Lawrence in the house. How's it going, Ben? How's it going? Man, I'm struggling this morning with the stream. Things are just barely loading. I need a new computer. I need to build a new computer. This computer is now 8 years old, and since I built it, maybe longer. Oh my God, it's getting close to 10. I know that. All right, yeah. So we're gonna look up, Tom Lee. See if you have a new statement from him. There's of course his account. I don't know if he's gonna have it posted just yet. He just got done apparently over on Squawk Box. Bitmine. Tom Lee updates. This might be it here. Stock futures point to higher open. That's November 3rd. That's old. Going to latest. We might not be able to find it yet. Tom, he's a genius. He played all of us. I got people trolling over on X. What else is new? This one might be it. November 6th. Nope, that's old. This is under latest. So, Tom Lee tracker, happy 1 year anniversary. Tom Lee's Granny Shots ETF. He's talking about, of course, his Granny Shots ETF. All right, we're probably not going to find it just yet. We're going to have to wait for that to load. Yes, okay. So, yeah, Ben Schiller returns. Morning, Ben. Yes, is overtime worth it if I'm not going to get yelled at all day? If you're going to get yelled at all day, yes, Strawberry, it is worth it. Of course, the robots are coming to take your job. Make as much before it's too late. Ben Lawrence, remember elbow, wrist. Otaku, are you flying UA? No, I am not. Buy the dip. Yes, Gamma Goddess, buy the dip and chips for the dip. Get yelled at or cam streaming your bits online, which is worse, Strawberry? Damn. Yep, Ben's right. It's either OnlyFans or continuing to work and get that overtime. Ben Lawrence also, I haven't, telling make Braveheart me freedom. I haven't used my wrist in a month. I gotta get back to work. I have a good morning. Otaku. Yes. Wu Wei. Wu Wei says hi. Nice. Yes, we gotta get coverage on Wu Wei again. He hasn't popped up in my feed in a while. Both are bad, Ben. Both are bad, says Strawberry. Yeah, things could be dicey. With Thanksgiving, travel is not that far away. Yeah, Beebs, 100%. That's what I'm afraid of. I was planning on getting ahead of the traffic from Thanksgiving. I was gonna fly out a week before, but I don't know. I've been watching the market since 4 a.m. and bought the dip, says Braveheart Me Freedom. Yes, nice. We are holding strong. I'm not at the moment. Not so much doom. I think slowly rise. I hope you're right, Braveheart. I hope you're right. As I told you where we're going today, last night. It seems to be playing out. Hopefully this is the last bit of doom for the day. It is Friday, guys. Low liquidity. Yeah, don't expect the moon on a Friday. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, CNBC. Of course, we couldn't find Tom Lee's latest statements. Could be old though. They just may be making a new article or something. I don't know. Tesla shareholders approve Musk's $1 trillion pay plan. Again, we talked about that yesterday. I think that's pretty much all of the big headlines here. Sam Altman says OpenAI will top $20 billion in annualized revenue this year, hundreds of billion by 2030. Okay, what else we got? AI valuation fears grip global investors as the tech bubble concerns grow. Yes, everyone from Michael Burry, of course, calling for the tech bubble. Ray Dalio, everyone's calling for the bubble. It's gonna pop. Peloton, Trump budget cuts, agency gutting leave Americans at greater risk of being hacked. Elon Musk says Tesla needs to build a gigantic chip fab to meet AI and robotics needs. Yeah, we definitely know that. All right, that's pretty much it. SNAP benefits, yes, must be fully paid by Trump administration by Friday. A judge orders. Yeah, we still do not have that going live. I actually watched the video of Senator Kennedy yesterday. He's even confused, and he's a Republican. He should be in the know, right? Even he's like, what's going on with SNAP benefits? It's still up in the air. Yeah, and it's this is supposed to be paid out on Wednesday this week. And I've been, of course, screaming from the rooftops on this because this is what starts some of the civil unrest, right, here in the United States. The law, 42 million Americans cannot get food stamps. Yeah, people have gone without this for too long, says McConnell. Said during a hearing in U.S. District Court in Rhode Island. The Trump administration quickly appealed the judge's order. And yeah, the federal judge on Thursday ordered the Trump administration to pay full SNAP benefits for November by Friday. Damn. Yeah, so their original plan was to only pay out 50%. And then I think they negotiated to two-thirds, something like that, 2/3. And now the judge is according to this article, regarding this, you're required to pay the entire full benefit by Friday. That's today. We'll see how this goes. But you guys all know Trump and the administration currently sitting on this as blaming the Democrats for not paying this. Yeah, that's just not going their way, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay, what else we got here on Fox Business? Headlines, and then we're going to jump in the chat again for a second. And we got to get into crypto news, guys. It's 10 o'clock. This is usually when we take the baby out of the oven. All right, let's see what we got. They're on break over at Fox Business, and the headlines for Fox Business are loading. Elmo's hanging out with us this morning. Dave Portnoy considers closing the New York City office over Mamdani's election win. I hate the guy. Of course, coming from Dave Portnoy, the one who sells way too early on everything. I don't know if you guys remember, at the beginning of the year, he, of course, had Michael Saylor on his live stream. He got the 101 from Saylor and then ultimately sold off another position of Bitcoin instead of just hodling the damn thing. Later on, selling his position of XRP without telling his fan base. And before it went up to, $3? It was crazy. Returned to $3 in the middle of the year. All right, let's see where we at now. Trump praises Walmart for slashing Thanksgiving meal prices. Yeah, we talked about that too. The bird prices, man, this year are going to get crazy. They're 50% higher than they were last year. Palantir CEO criticizes Ivy League. Okay, whatever. Tesla shareholders approve Elon Musk's $1 trillion pay package. We already covered that multiple times. Trump touts $35 billion Uzbekistan deal after Central Asia leaders meeting. Mega Millions jackpot above 800 million. That's also old news. Government shutdown delays October jobs report. When will it be released? I don't know. Hopefully soon. Ex-air traffic chief warns FAA deep state fuels airport shutdown chaos. Of course, we're on Fox Business now. You know where the news goes now. Oh, jeez. Far right. All right, from slump to sizzle, KFC's recipe for a comeback. Okay, FAA confirms with which 40 markets will have airline traffic cuts 10%. I'm feeling not really getting anything out of Scott. Fox Business this morning. Cheapest property tax bills in the country are found in these 10 states. Yada yada. Clickbait stuff. Private jobs growth. Treasury chief defends Trump's tariff arguments at the Supreme Court hearing. Yeah, if you guys didn't catch the latest on the Supreme Court hearing, from what I heard yesterday, it sounds like they're going to fight Trump on this, and it doesn't seem like Trump's really going to win. But they're going to probably come back and find some other way to do what they want to do anyway. So that's kind of my take on it. And we may not get the actual full, measure of this until December. So we're going to be waiting on our hands on the tariffs, but even that could be a positive catalyst for, of course, crypto assets and risk on assets in general, if they do, of course, drop all the tariffs. or a chunk of them. All right, that's what we got in the headlines this morning, guys. Let's get back in the chat, catch up with you guys, and jump into crypto news. One more run of TradFi here, and then I'll do it. Okay, are they voting today to open up the government? Says, yes, they are. Yes, they've already voted 14 times. And every time, of course, the Democrats have not given enough votes. 13 million of the people who receive SNAP benefits are children. Damn, yeah, Beebs, 100%. It's not good. It's not good. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vote today. Yes, in 2 hours' time, guys, we're going to get another vote. Spoiler alert, it's probably going to be no. Bitcoin can do what we need it to do with or without the government. 100% Braveheart, 100%. Like Theo Vaughn said about his friend, tried to fast his gayness away. What? He only... all right, I can't read all that, but yeah, that's insightful. Insightful. Oh my god. Gamagata saying yes, it's sad a lot of children will not be able to eat this month because this month, Beebs. We don't know that yet. We don't know that. Again, the court has ordered that they must pay by the end of today. Yes, and praise to all of them and their families. We should have fruit trees everywhere, 100%. We should have fruit trees everywhere at every corner for people to eat as nature intended. 100% Gamma. Yes, what time are you in GG doing the live stream? Of course, every single night, bobbing at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we cover the market open, which tonight we're just going to be covering the weekend close. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go back into TradFi. Just one more run through TradFi. Make sure we're not missing anyone else popping up. Surprise, over on the TradFi sources. Come on. It's really bad today. Wow. Really bad. Okay. We got Paul Sweeney.
And search Bloomberg Podcast, and that's where you'll find us. It is Friday. Stocks are selling off here today. We're going to check in with Joanne Shu.
Let's dump the market. Oh, yeah.
UMich survey came out. Some weaker than expected numbers, so some concerns there. We'll break that down. Nora Melinda, Bloomberg Television Markets correspondent, will join us here. Talk about U.S. Airlines cutting flights here. She is at Newark Airport, so we'll get a sense of how crazy it is there. Shelby McFadden,
it's crazy.
Senior analyst
at
Molly Full Asset Management. We'll check in with her and get her thoughts on.
All right. I'm not really excited to catch any of those today. Anyway, let's. So I think we're pretty much done for Bloomberg for today. Yeah, guys, if you're watching today and you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. I need a shilly. Oh, I'm using it as a coaster, of course. My coaster reminds me. Yes, I need to shill harder. The king demands it. Long live the king of Ohio. Thanks again, Jake, of course, using your likeness to remind me to shill harder. Guys, don't forget to hit like, subscribe. We're trying to hit the 1,500. We're like 1 or 2 away from 1,050. Right. We're trying to get to 1,500 to give away more wrenches for the chat, guys. I want to, of course, break the algorithm on YouTube. All right, let's see what we got here. Consumer sentiment is at a new low. Probably what the CNBC is talking about.
Short-lived sort of tax season effect, or can that get carried through? Are we overstating the impact of depreciation and all the rest?
I think we are a little bit. I mean, the economy cannot live off depreciation alone or off corporate tax breaks alone. We're going to get this. We're going to get a sugar rush from these income tax refunds. 60% of them are likely to be paid out by the end of March, and that will help with consumer spending. But by June, the sugar high will come off, and then I think we're still looking at the effects of the economy of more economic nationalism, still high tariffs. Perhaps we'll see how that one plays out. Still very different immigration environment. So I think the economy is it's cooling down right now. It's going to heat up, and then it's going to cool down again in the second half of next year.
Wow.
All right. I'm over it. All right, Fox Business. One more. Last time we're going to get into some crypto news. What else we got? Come on. Give me something good. Come on, Fox. Tesla. Okay. All right. I'm over it. All right. Let's get into it, guys. Let's jump over to CoinDesk first. Why not? CoinDesk. Let's see. Breaking news. Strategy adds Europe to capital raising efforts, securing 715 million in new capital. Nice, in its newest preferred offering. Of course, you know where they're going to do with that. They're going to buy Bitcoin. Why? Why are they going to buy Bitcoin?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
Yes, of course. What else we got? Ex-Alameda co-founder, damn it. I wasn't done reading that, damn it. Oh my god, the stream is broken, guys. Okay, some of these headlines. Let me get back to it. Strategy adds, of course, $715 million in the newest preferred offering. We got Alameda co-founders crypto trading firm Lantern Ventures says to be winding down funds. We've got Dogecoin ETF could go live in the US soon. We're already a month behind on this, but the Doge technicals draw a bearish picture for now. We did get the Rex Osprey one though. That one came out in the end of September. But all the other meme coin ETFs that were supposed to happen in October did not happen. They did not happen here in the United States. Risk assets lose appeal. Crypto Daybook America. All right. Yep. I can tell you, I agree with this 100%. I see it. We watched, guys, if you watched the live stream last night, I showed you guys the Google search history from the normies, and the normies this is like record low for the year in terms of their search history on Bitcoin and crypto assets in general. So yeah, they're definitely not thinking about that right now. They're thinking about food. All right, Bitcoin DeFi gets another institutional boost through Anchorage. CoinDesk 20 performance update. Aave falls 3.5%. Strategy adds Europe as capital rising. Yep. That's pretty much it. Kind of lackluster again. It's Friday. You know, what do you expect on a Friday? Zcash breaks into top 20. Of course, I talked about this last night, knocking Litecoin out of the top 20. Yeah. The first time it's been in the top 20 since 2018. That's crazy. Of course, people still fleeing into Zcash. That trend is still continuing. We read a huge article about that last night, so I don't want to get too into that today. All right, let's see what else we have here. Let's go over to, how about let's do a run through just the overall sentiment real quick before we continue on with the news. How's the stock market holding up? Probably still in extreme fear, I would guess. Let's see. Do we pop back up? Come on. Someday it'll load. Someday. Holy crap, guys. This is the longest I had to wait for this. Extreme fear in 16. Whoa! That's a new low, I think. While I'm doing this, we're having some pullbacks and some coins on my phone's blowing up. I did get a notification this morning. I forgot to mention that too. Miria hit 29 or lower. Some of you guys, of course, hoping for that 301 or whatever. Oh my god. So that was one of them. Jasmine just popped off of my phone. Just broke down from a penny. I believe. Let's see, where's Miria at? There's Miria. Now sitting at 3026 with a massive sell-off still inbound. I told you guys, I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I did sell 0.25% of my entire portfolio. A big chunk of that was Jasmine, but I have so many coins, it's kind of ridiculous. I did sell just a little bit to pay the bills. Again, not much. But that was back when I sold it. And here we go. We're continuing the sell-off here on Miria. Again, very, very high risk. Very, very high risk on Miria. Let's see what else we got here. Jasmine also was, I get my notification here. Actually, we saw a pump up. Okay, I got the opposite from that notification. We just broke out of a cup and handle, our cup, without even the handle. Loading. That's crazy. So yeah, we didn't want to stay at 209. We wanted to get out. This happening during the US hours is kind of interesting. Usually we see Jasmine start to move mostly in the foreign market. And for us to see a big pump like this during the day in the United States tells me there's something going on. This is interesting on Jasmine. Again, very excited for this project. I've been investing in this project since before it was half a penny. So yeah. Moving on. Bitcoin still holding on to 100,000, trying to recover to 100,100. Oh, well, Jesus, 101,000. My God, my brain. This is too many numbers. All right. So yeah, $100,800 on Bitcoin currently. A lot of wicks from the downside up, man. A lot of wicks down. So we could be finally loading up. Maybe one last push downward to wipe out as many people as they have left. Again, guys, at some point we're going to get the final shakeout. Institutions are mostly buying more than anything. We did get some of the OG whales did sell off a shit ton this year. I think like 300,000 coins have been, of course, sold by older wallets here in the last 6 months. So it's actually really amazing that Bitcoin has held up as well as it has. So don't fade that either. Bitcoin's had a lot of resiliency this year. All right, so anyway, coming off of that, CNN, of course, reporting extreme fear in the market, sitting at 17 today on the U.S. stock market, probably the lowest we've seen since April, at least, March, April, with the tariffs, right? Liberation Day and all that crazy nonsense that happened at the beginning of the year. We're also looking at crypto. I'm afraid to see this one, guys. Shaking my little Helmo socks. What do we got? Oh, a little better. Still about the same we were last night. Sitting in extreme fear at 24. Oh, more time to be accumulating. Possibly. Let's take a look at the Dixie and then jump into some crypto bubbles and more crypto news. Bitcoin dropping, says Dylan Crum. Bitcoin D, BTC.D. What? Oh, you say like against the dollar? I don't know. The Dixie's dropping though. It looks like 99.4, retesting, at 99.5, lost it. And, yeah, this is good. This is a good day. I'll take it. Kind of weird though that, yeah, we do see, risk on assets, losing, in terms of sentiment. And we have the dollar also going down, as well. That's kind of weird. But I'll take it. Still one of my favorite charts to look at year to date. Again, down to the right, I say, on the Dixie. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at crypto bubbles. What do we got today? Some big movers. What do we got on the day on the top 100? Load. Looking green. Look at this, guys. Sea of green this morning. Look at that. Holy hell. Some big moves here. This is the top 200 assets. Wow, top 100 is even better. Wow, 7% on average here. AIA just moving into the top 100 from the top 200 yesterday, up 45 points in rank this morning, pushing it in the top 100. So that's the Agent AI. We mentioned that last night, one of the big movers last night as well. Fetch AI also now moving up 43%. A lot of these AI trending coins are now moving. I've been shouting from the rooftops, guys. Filecoin's up 68.8, Near up 25.2. Zcash still continuing to rip, 35% up on the day. Is that Starknet? Yeah, Starknet. Wow, I haven't heard about that in a while. Now breaking into the top 100. Starknet, back in the top 125% on the day, and soon. I mentioned this one the other day. This is an interesting project. We did a little bit of a deep dive on it just the other day. Looking like it's up 56% on the day. Holy crap. Yeah, Near Protocol as well. Again, a lot of these AI coins are finally starting to move. I've been shouting from the rooftops about a lot of these AI coins because they were down the most on the year. Let's see if they're still down the most on the year. They are, but not by much. Fetch AI still has not moved. It's down still about 80%, up a little bit, but not much. Optimism's still down 75%, but most of them have already moved. Where's Render though? Render's still down 57%, so Render still hasn't moved. But yeah, all the other coins have moved now. So again, we can't call that narrative. Oh, Graph hasn't moved either. A lot of these, of course, file, cloud computing. There's Filecoin still down 35 in the air as well. All those are going to start moving, it seems like, guys, as we're getting closer to the end of the year. All right. What else we got here on the day? What's some of the biggest downers on the day? There's nothing really down on the day. Dash is down 3%. Tau's down 6%. We need, of course, to look at like 15% on the day to really jump in and be like, oh yeah, I'm buying this one. But on the week, we're still looking mostly green, kind of sideways. Sui's still down to 15% on the week. I do still like that. It did already break back up to $2, so I'm not picking up any probably today. But what else we got? Say down 15% as well on the week. I want some more pain though for a weekly DCA opportunity. The Tau BitTensor still down 24%. Speaking of AI plays, I think this is a good one. I still like BitTensor. I don't hold it anymore, but I still like the project. Down 24% on the week. Not that bad. It's probably going to be my number one pick if I had to choose one on the day. On the weekly. And then Solana's still down 17-18%. More down than Sui and Say. So my top picks for today are probably going to be, believe it or not, Solana again, which this is the second time this week I've said Solana. I never choose Solana, but man, it's oversold right now. It's crazy. Down 20% on the week, 30% on the month, and down 20% on the year. Again, a lot of these coins just still haven't done anything this year. Nothing. I mean, tells me altcoin season still likely to happen at some point. What else we have here? That's it. Okay, those are my top 2 picks in the top 100. Let's take a look at the top 200. What's sold off the most here on the day? Or nothing's really down on the day, on the week. What's we got on the week here? We're looking for 20s, 15s at least minimum. Lion, Toshi. I'm not feeling any of these, honestly. Radium, 22% down on radio. 22% down on XCN might be my pick on the top 200 assets. Still struggling with that project. Damn, Wormhole is just holding on like crazy. 7% down now on the week. That's hardly anything. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just go with Jido and XCN. ZBack. Oh, look at that. ZBack almost down 20% on the week. There we go. There we go. There's my 2 picks, guys. XCN and ZBack. You want some utility that's down on the week? Maybe with a runner-up being Radium. I don't know enough about Radium to really suggest it, but again, look into, of course, some of these tokens, guys. Do your own research, and those are my top 2 picks for today on both top 1 and 200, guys. Again, my top 2 on both sides of the coin, not yours.
I'd buy that for $1.
Not financial advice. Not financial advice. All right, getting back into the news, guys. Let's get back into the chat right before we do this. I'm gonna let Bloomberg load real quick. Might take a lot of load. Oh my God. Okay, they're on break anyway. Let me get back to the chat. Yes, Zcash up 30%. Yes, it is, Max. Yes, it is. Happy Friday, Brother Otaku and Crypto family. Happy Friday, AF. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys, of course, have a good distraction. It's really important at these times right now. You have a good hobby. You have a good distraction. I cannot stress that enough. I've got too many damn hobbies. That's my problem. I have nothing. I have too many that distract me. It's really important because you gotta keep yourself sane during the midst of all these big moves up and down. What else we have here in the chat? Oh, nice. Looks like Gamma God is already handing out drinks and snacks in the house. Yes. Get your drinks and snack ready. It's tonight, guys. Yes, Gamma God is going to be on the channel tonight. I'm happy, of course, to announce that again. Yes, we're going to have Gamma. GG, guys, is going to be on tonight.
Here we go. Gamma. Giannis.
I gotta remember to keep playing these intros. Yes, shout out to Gamma in the house. Braveheart, I agree. Yes, the fruit trees, man, 100%. Also, I mean, in some countries they're already testing like what bioluminescent trees. Oh my God, Gamma, we have so much to talk about tonight. If you want to dive into all that, of course, some of these, pro natural remedies for our solutions in the world today. A true utopia, which we do not really have at all anywhere. OG Bobbin says, GG, I am on break from a reboot juice alcohol. I had enough for 10 lifetimes. Damn, Bobbin, damn. Okay, I'll make you a virgin Gamarita tonight, says GG. Yes. Right. What was that fear thing? Crypto is a scam. Scam. Man, that's one of Maximus Crypto's favorite things to say. Of course, Jasmine, scam. No, it's not. It is what percent? He's trolling, of course. It is what percentage of all crypto is Bitcoin? Is what? 60%. Dylan, you know.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous. Stupid,
yes.
Right? Like, it's stupid. It's not 60%.
It probably is. Let's double check real quick for Dylan Crumb in the chat. Yeah, it's probably still at 60% dominant, if not 61 today. Let's see. Loading. As Helmo looks intently. Yeah, 60% dominant. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, guys. All right, so yeah, what about Simon's cat? Why are you people sleeping on it? Says Bobbin. He says it's the best asset out there. I don't know, man. Happy Friday, brother. Happy Friday, everyone. Yes, haha, still 60%. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, guys, let's get back into TradFi news, run through it, and of course, get back to crypto news, see what else we can dig up this morning, and maybe do some doom scrolling here in a second. if we do not find any more headlines over in crypto land. All right, so it looks like they're on break. We got City token services. Yes, more crypto.
What about in crypto overall?
Yeah, I mean, coin's going to play an important role and is already beginning to as a store of value. We've got a connection with Coinbase that we just relationship announced, where we're making it easier for clients to move from coin on-off ramp into fiat. So that's a partnership we're excited about. And in custody,
you've been looking into this.
Yes, custody, we want to be a one-stop shop custodian. We are the leading custodian in the world. So we just did a pilot where we were moving Ethereum for a client into our custody, holding it and returning it back again. So again, we can move in. So we're at the forefront. We've been moving billions of dollars in digital assets.
Is it different
for a
than what
while
the
now.
Competitors are doing? Or is everyone doing
most of the competitors are proof of concept. We're moving.
You're doing it.
We've been doing it for quite a while now, and with billions of dollars of flow. And that's what's good about the regulatory framework. It means that banks are able to really adopt these technologies at scale and drive them and help drive for the clients solving their needs.
Okay, so a little bit of news there on the custody of Ethereum. Yeah. Jane, thank you for having us here, and thank you for discussing all the hot topics on investors' minds.
It's great to see you, Sarah, as always.
Newly instated chairman and CEO. Just got both roles. Jane Fraser of Citigroup. Later this hour, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna is...
All right. So, yeah, that's Citibank, of course, talking about their... tokenization of their assets and their partnership with Coinbase. Looks like every bank is partnering with Coinbase. Guys, we got JP Morgan, we got the Bank of America, Citibank, Standard Chartered. Oh my God, it's like every bank is jumping in on the crypto bandwagon now. All right, guys, let's see what else we got on Fox Business. One more last stop in TradFi, and of course get back to crypto news here in a second. We got, of course, Andy, our resident whale, in the chat. Where's the chaos? Where's the chaos? We're living through it. We're living through it. Living through it. Jesus. Oh, yes. No panicking here. No panicking here, Andy. Good afternoon, panic sellers. No one's panic selling here. Man. Yes. Forever, holding forever. Looks like, of course, Fox Business is on break. Let's take a look real quick over on, let's take a look at Daily Hodl. Let's go over there and maybe do some doom scrolling. BlackRock CIO Rick Rader, predicts our December Fed rate cut despite uncertainty from Chair Jerome Powell. Of course, we just watched him and speak that on live on Bloomberg. Again, guys, that was actually a really good interview. I did like, of course, his current sentiment on that. Still saying that we should be cutting rates and trying to help out the average consumer, basically. LA, a man orchestrates a $36 million money laundering scheme. We got Bitwise CIO Matt Hogan forecasts Bitcoin price at the end of 2025, says crypto retail at max desperation. Yeah. Actually, I think I saw bits and pieces of this. He did mention about how I think he also mentioned it, like the Bitcoin IPO type moment. That's kind of Jordy Visser's current statement on that. But Matt Hogan also saying that once we hit $1,000, it seems like we're just kind of shaking out the weak hands. I think he literally said we're shaking out the what do you call it? The paper hands, right? Let's see if I can get this quote. I'm thinking of in my mind. I think you can see I see some positioning into Bitcoin at the end of the year by fiscal financial advisors who want to show their clients who understand where the market is going. Whether we'll see all the way to 150,000 or we'll have to see, but I wouldn't write that off as a probability. And again, 150,000 is still our target as well on the channel because we're following, of course, gold. If I can zoom out here to the 1 hour, I'll show you guys, of course. Our move towards gold's price action sends us to $150,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, by December. So that's still our target as well. I do think the sellers are nearing exhaustion and the buyers are still relatively hungry. And when those two things sort of cross paths again, I think we could end the year close to or at all-time highs. Hogan highlights Bitwise's Solana staking ETF, which launched a week ago on the New York Stock Exchange. exchange and attracted $417 million in inflows, according to the $67 million on Tuesday, making it one of the fastest growing new ETFs of 850 this year. Moving into 2026, Hogan forecasts all payments shifting into stablecoins and assets to blockchains, accelerating the Genius Act, comparing it to email, replacing letters for speed and cost. Yeah, he did say, I'm pretty damn sure he did say we're going to shake out the weak hands. Let me see if I can find that clip real quick, because I know he said it. I remember he said it. Shouldn't take me too long to find it. I think I know exactly where I saw it too. Where's my search history? Alright, guys. Let's see. One of the last things I fell asleep to last night. Man. A lot of doom. Holy crap. This one here. Yep, I think it was this one. Kathy Wood. Yep, we saw that clip. Then Matt Hogan. I think it was afterwards. No, it's JP Morgan. That was a good one too.
We've all been afflicted with. You know, my guess is the developed world will be working 3.5 days a week in 20, 30, 40 years and have wonderful lives. And forget, there are some dangerous parts, which I'll let Eric describe a little bit here. But I would say embrace it. You know, technology has downsides. It's used by bad people, but embrace it. We had 40 million people working on farms, tractors and fertilizers. It's now like 1.5 million. We live better lives. We have better food. Those people went to do other things, and so it'll be okay. We've been using it now for 13 years. We have, we spend a lot of money on it. We know exactly what it does in certain things. It's literally at the beginning. Whenever you think there are waves of this coming down the road. And the only thing I'd add to that is if it happens too fast for society to adjust, and I will give you a thought exercise. I think there are 2 million commercial truckers in the United States, and if somehow you can push a button, convert it to AI, it's cheaper, faster, safer, less CO2. You kind of want to do it, but you shouldn't do it if you're going to put 2 million people out of jobs. And the way to handle that is retraining, income assistance, slow it down, early retirement,
UBI
programs, and it's all doable. And that would have to take both government and business doing that together. And so
there you go, guys. So that wasn't the clip I was looking for, but I did remember seeing that one yesterday as well. That was JP Morgan, of course, CEO Jamie Dimon, telling everyone the robots are coming. They're going to take all your jobs, and it's going to just take some time, and we're all going to be happy living at home doing nothing. Insane. He said that all out loud. The same crap I've been telling all my friends and family for the past 5 years. All right, so where was this? I remember seeing it. I will find it. I think it was, what was it? It wasn't David Lynn. No, I don't think it was David Lynn. It wasn't Bloomberg. Savvy. I think it was Savvy Finance. I think I saw that over there.
Big banks are no longer ignoring it.
Michael Saylor. Where's more boy Matt Hogan? Was it this one? Maybe. Damn it. Dang it, guys. Damn it. Jake, I swear I found it. I swear I saw it. I may have to do some doom searching for it. I might have saw it on doom scrolling, actually. Let's take a look over in X and probably find it over there. All right, guys. All right. So yeah, Matt Hogan did say that. I know he said it. Jeez. And it was, he was talking about shaking the weak hands out in one of his latest interviews. It wasn't with Kathy. Was it this one? It was November 5th.
Market for sort of crypto native retail is just more depressed than I've ever seen.
I think it was this one, yeah.
That market is close to a bottom. It's hard to find a crypto investor who still has much enthusiasm for the market. I think the market is shifting into an institutionally driven market. And interestingly, that market is still...
They're going to take it from you.
Go out and speak to institutions or financial advisors. They're still excited to allocate to an asset class that, if you pan back and look over the course of a year, is still delivering very strong returns. So my view of the market is we have to get through this retail flush out. We have to hit bottom from a sentiment perspective. I think we're very close to that. And then I'm optimistic that we rally into the end of the year and into 2026 as the institutional investors who are more maybe even keeled about what's going on at a fundamental level in crypto start to drive the market forward. So I'm optimistic, but we do have to finish this washout of retail sentiment. And again, I think we're closer to the end of that.
There it is. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, even Matt Hogan believes, of course, that yeah, we're just waiting to wash out the rest of the retail market. Ready to get rid of those, of course, lettuce hands. All right, guys, what we got for doom scrolling? Let's take a look. It is now 10:30 in here in America. Dick is like, hell yeah, do it, Max. What are we talking about? Markets are ripping, put in some longs. My peeps, let's make some money. Oh man, Max, you got some balls, my man. You got some balls. All right, so yeah, this was this was the person in the suit, allegedly. Yeah. Elon Musk. Yeah, Justin, JP Morgan reported holding 5,284 shares of Bitcoin ETF IBIT worth 343 million and a 64% increase from the previous disclosure. Damn. Tether just bought $1 billion of Bitcoin during the dip. Guys, they're loading up. They're loading up every single day. Which, of course, reminds me to share with you guys my favorite metric. I share with you guys every single night. But, yeah, I'm doing it here on the morning stream a lot more frequently now. Again, guys, this is all the Bitcoin that's left on exchanges. This is the entire year, actually going all the way back to 2023 here, November. So 2 years of Bitcoin taken off exchanges. You can see here now we're sitting at a new low, all-time low. The last 2 years, obviously, as I just showed you. And all we have remaining is at the 2.14 million. 2.14 million after we continue the buying into the dip, pulling them off exchanges as well. All right, what else we got? The nation of Luxembourg, yeah, just now holds 1% of its sovereign wealth in Bitcoin. Every country is gaining exposure. Guys, now let me ask you a question. Do you have 1% of your portfolio in Bitcoin? Do you have any percentage in Bitcoin? Yeah, when we do see these massive rips to the downside and we finally sell off all what's left of the altcoin season, are you going to have some sort of exposure to Bitcoin before that happens? Make sure you do, because it's the only thing that's probably going to, propel you to a financial freedom. Anyway, what else we got? Justin, Trump's family, American Bitcoin, just bought another 139 Bitcoin worth 13 million. Thinking about offering Bitcoin backed loans. Even Samson Mao's thinking about doing it in one of his offerings. Michael Saylor also replying to this, announces Bitcoin prices of stream perpetual preferred stock offerings. For Stretch or Strike. Okay, Bitwise CIO. I think we already just covered that one. I just lost my spot. Damn it. Oh yeah, here we go. ZBEC also popping up in my feed. Our campaign with the Uphold Incorporated officially kicks off next week with our first NBA NHL stadium takeovers going live on November 10th. Radio ads will also begin next week in the same cities where the games take place. This is crazy. So they're going to be having full offering of advertising with these games. And they're going to be definitely in the front of a lot of investors and speculators. So very important to see that pop up. Holy hell, that's going to be insane. This just reminds me of, it's kind of scary though, but it does kind of remind me of FTX at 2021. That's exactly what FTX was doing. They were all over the place. They're plastered at all these different sporting events, particularly baseball. And then we all know what happened with FTX. I'm not saying ZBEC is going to be an unsolvent piece of shit like FTX, but I'm saying we're definitely going more mainstream. That's what I'm saying. And I am definitely very, very, very pro ZBEC for the future of payments and payroll. All right, McDonald's bring back blank before 11/19/2026. McDonald's. Do I even have this? I'm not even following McDonald's under my feed. Screw it, I'll follow McDonald's. I have to now. I'm an employee. Shit. All right, just in, JP Morgan discloses 343 million Bitcoin ETF holdings. Yeah, everyone, of course, buying up the dip. What else is new? I'm telling you guys, the sell-off, of course, continues with retail. Breaking a Bitcoin, a British veteran breaks down live on TV a state of a country. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just of course, disappointed with how the world is today. And I feel for this man. I'm an old soul myself. And we're just not what we used to be here in the world today, 100%. Latest Coinbase executive says crypto bills are like oil for the on-chain economy, urging lawmakers to pass the market structure legislation bill. What's holding Congress back? The shutdown. All right. What else we got here? Anthony Papiano on the ongoing shift in Bitcoin. He was on looks like Squawk Box here as of an hour ago, maybe. Let's see what we got.
NASDAQ was running and Bitcoin was going sideways, right? And so I think that what people are really trying to figure out is it correlated? Is it non-correlated? Is it inversely correlated? And part of it is that Bitcoin is still in this transition period. My friend Jordy Visser's got this great way of framing it. He says Bitcoin is having its IPO moment.
Yes.
The whole idea is that you have the early
Just talking about
Bitcoin who are dispersing that Bitcoin into the market. And there has been billions and billions of dollars of sales of Bitcoin coming from those early holders, yet the Bitcoin price is still at $100,000. And so there is this persistent bid coming from the traditional financial system saying, we want to buy the Bitcoin, and we're happy to take it out of the hands of those early holders. Earlier, a couple of weeks ago,
Yep, 100%. And this IPO moment basically is exactly what even Matt Hogan was saying, right? We're shaking out every one of the weak hands. And we're also getting out some of the older wallets, selling off their Bitcoin to the institutions. At some point, we're going to mature as an asset class, and it's just going to be up and to the right. It's going to be another McDonald's stock. It's going to be another Walmart stock. It's just going to be up and to the right forever as we mature as an asset class. All right. Of course, that's the IPO moment for Bitcoin. Elon Musk, of course, still celebrating his $1 trillion pay package. What else we have here? Families are now starting to build their own off-the-grid compounds. Let's go. I would love to be part of this at some point in my life. Crypto JPEG says in MicroStrategy strategy raising $710 million. Of course, we already covered that. That's happening in overseas right now. Holy shit, new angle of Ozempic exec collapsing in the Oval Office. We covered that live yesterday. That was insane. Yesterday morning. And it's kind of, guys, you guys had the same reaction I did on the channel. I was like, was it OZ? And then we found out last night live stream that it was an OZ executive. So it's a very likelihood that he was taking, of course, his own product. Latest, the U.S. the Senate will vote today at the end of the government shutdown. Again, more than likely it's going to be a resounding no, as like the last 14 times. That's going to happen in about an hour, guys. Hour and 20 minutes from now. The entire net worth is in the hands of this man right here. Another one of these videos. I love it. It's been a minute since we had one of these videos. Yes. Vitalik Buterin hopping down the stairs like a bunny rabbit. And yeah, some people's entire net worth is in this man's hands. With the Ethereum Foundation leader, Vitalik Buterin. What else we have here? Developing OpenAI wants bailouts. Yes. Could this collapse print Bitcoin to $1 million? Maybe. Someone thinks so. What is? I don't remember that episode. What? Oh God. Okay, never mind. That was that episode. Okay, never mind. Oh God. Bankrupt them into oblivion. What's suddenly and unexpected? I would suggest looking for different organic brand. Chobani is facing a class action lawsuit after endocrine disruptors were discovered in their yogurt through independent testing. These chemicals have been linked to hormone-related cancers and other serious health risks. I mean, a lot of dairy products also linked to all that as well. Anyway, moving on. Having any wisdom in both is a blessing and a curse. What? I don't know. Looks like we pretty much exhausted all the news today. Anthony Scaramucci is a new one. Says Bitcoin will be bigger than Amazon and Nvidia because millions of investors will buy it and never sell it. 200,000 is too low for Bitcoin, says Anthony Scaramucci. Of course, a lot of people agree with that. White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett says that there should be a big rebound after federal government reopens. I am also in the belief of that as well. I think that we need a catalyst, and that's going to be probably the closest one we have. If we ever get it resolved before the end of the year. Oh boy. Study Bitcoin, of course, now projected on this other building here. ECB in Frankfurt. Wow. European Central Bank in Frankfurt. The Senate will vote today, guys. Of course, it's going to happen in an hour and a half. As soon as you understand the government is just the DMV of a large scale It makes perfect sense. All right, I think we this is the Elon Musk random banter over on Twitter. All right, guys, I think we've pretty much exhausted doom scrolling and all the news. Let's take a look at one more outlet just to make sure we didn't catch it. I didn't miss anything breaking. Let's take a look at how about Cointelegraph? ETFs. What else we got here? AI trading bots surge in popularity, but experts warn they're not money printers. Bitcoin crisscrosses 100,000 as Bitcoin price bottoming phase begins. Have we finally found the bottom? Some people believe we have. 4 reasons Ethereum did not fall below 3,000 and probably won't. Kazakhstan may fuel 1 billion crypto reserve with gold, FX, and seized assets. Of course, Kazakhstan creating their new Bitcoin reserve this week. All right. Peter Schiff, of course, still more doom and gloom on Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Speaking of which, still holding 100,500, retesting right now. We found the bottom. Is this it? I keep telling you guys, we are so tight, so damn tight in these ranges. Being short squeezed all the way down to 100,000 flat.
Go. Tight. Go.
Tight. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's get back in the chat real quick, see how you guys are doing as I am done with my ranting. Bobbin says, sweetest song for those who want to see. Of course, Bobbin. Bobbin, just a heads up. Yesterday, when I played that video, I got a copyright strike, so I got to be really careful what I click on. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's what they do.
Satoshi
Damn it. Okay. Alarms going off like crazy. New polymarket bet. McDonald's brings back the Szechuan sauce, or Bitcoin hits 1 million. Jake, yeah, that's a good one actually. I never had that Szechuan sauce, but of course, Rick and Morty made it popular. Spencer's shorts could be a thing. Yep, shorts could be a thing. Spencer's shorts though. Oh God, damn, Jake, I forgot about the MF Szechuan sauce. Yeah, Mulan. They also brought it back again, like I mentioned, Rick and Morty. They brought it back for that. And that was the last we heard of it, I think. Never get high off your own supplies, says Spence. Oh my God. How high are you right now? Says Bobbin. No officer, it's high. How high are you? Oh geez. Spencer equals the GOAT. Yes, much love, Spence, from Hugo. And of course, tight from Jake the Snake. All right, guys. So that's currently where we're sitting at right now for Bitcoin. Possibly bouncing it off almost exactly where we drew last night. It's insane. All right. Okay. What else we got? One more run through TradFi and the news, and that might be it.
So how do we think about this? Even the car business now, Steve. It's almost an afterthought for this entire story. How are investors thinking about kind of what is the core business today?
Look, I think, yeah, you're right.
7-year car loans.
I actually have a different view. What he's really trying to achieve.
All right, they're just talking about Tesla. I got excited for no reason. CNBC, let's see what we got. Come on, where is it? What do they got?
It's up here. So, but just tell us a little bit about the layoff news, because obviously there's a lot of concern right now that it's tied to AI, and AI is coming for our jobs. What is this?
Yes, she said it.
2 things that are going to be somewhat contradictory. One, I expect our net hiring will be up. We are going to be hiring more people over the next 12 months than we actually have done in any of the previous 5 years. So that says something about what we're doing. And these are going to be people from college, people with the degrees, people with the skills we need, which is around AI, around quantum, around helping our clients deploy technology. That said, as we get more productive, there is going to be some rebalancing of the workforce. So that is what is going on here. So as we find that we have excess in certain areas, that gets taken out, but gets replaced with actually even more in others.
And you specifically mentioned college grads. I wanted to ask you about that because unemployment is rising among college grads, and there is some anxiety that they don't have the tools to compete in this AI future.
That is why we feel that we want to go in there, and as we have looked at them, we feel that all these tools make a college grad more like a 5-10-year experienced person, albeit with a few months of training on the job. And we are willing to do that because then we find that they make great employees as they go forward in their careers.
So it sounds like the layoffs for you, just to put a point on it, is shifting priorities around AI?
Correct. Always. It's always got to be that we've got to lean forward as a company that drives innovation in AI, in quantum, in cloud, in helping our clients deploy technology, we've got to lean forward into what our clients want, and that means less in the areas they don't want.
So this week,
IBM just laid off like a shit
concern
ton of people
in the
too.
markets, high valuations, AI bubbles. Do you think that those fears are overblown or justified?
I think that they are overblown. It's not quite a bubble. Could there be overinvestment? Always when there is a new technology, you're going to get a bit of overinvestment. Many will thrive, but some will not. But that's the nature of capitalism, and that's the nature of having a high innovation economy. So with the growth, there will be some pain, but in aggregate, I think that is well justified.
And what about you? What are you seeing? You say fears are overblown. What are you seeing from your corporate customers?
So over the last 9 quarters, we have generated a $9.5 billion book of business on AI. As I look at that, that tells me that our clients are leaning in. Is there any question about the role of AI going forward? No. Is it going slower than people would like? Yes. But I'll assert for every major technology, first 2-3 years seem slower because people are eager to get even more. And in 5 to 10, we are surprised at how much it has impacted us.
Is it paying off?
It is beginning.
Can they measure returns?
It is beginning to pay off. I'll take our own example, and now we have a couple of hundred clients who have signed up to follow the exact path that we took. We have taken over $3.5 billion out of the company. Now, the people say, oh my God, that's a lot of jobs. No. We reinvested over 2/3 of it, but in different areas, much more in R&D, much more in technical skills. But that kind of return. Now, yes, we are a bit bigger than most at 270,000 people and almost $70 billion of revenue, but $3.5 billion is 5% that we could then reinvest to grow. And that is kind of what I think many others are beginning to do.
So on the payoff, I guess the question for IBM shareholders and analysts are, when does it translate into high margin software revenue, bigger growth?
Well, 5 years ago, we were at 22% software. We are now at 45% software. Our margins in software have gone up more than 5 points during that time. So I'd say that if I look at the overall company, the reason that our overall margins are going up, the reason we are returning more and more cash to our shareholders. This year, we are committed to $14 billion. If I look at it, we were in the single-digit billions a few years ago. That kind of shows that the strategy is working.
When it comes to the enterprise business, I mean, do you find yourself competing with, Google and Microsoft and Anthropic and OpenAI, which are all, investing so much more in the compute power?
Actually, these are our partners much more than their competitors. We just did a deal with Anthropic where we are actually going to be using their models, but inside our own. We don't use only their models. We use models from a number of people, but that's then a partner. We're not going to compete there. In the end of the day, we are not trying to build what are being called frontier or these extremely large models. We think we'll take them from whoever is great at them and is willing to partner. We will build a lot of small models that are fit for purpose. Things around time series, things around weather forecasting, things around climate change, chemistry, maybe in some areas of finance, where we have the appropriate data, we have the appropriate skills, but much more in sort of smaller, fit for purpose, more accurate, less chances for hallucination, because they are actually aimed at a smaller and more contained set of tasks.
What about quantum? You're also building this supercomputer, and I think investors are starting to get excited about it, but still wondering about the time frame and what problem.
I got a story on that too.
3 to 4 years on time frame. We laid out our roadmap. We've been on the roadmap now for over 5 years, and so we sort of said 28 or 29. We will expect to see quantum computers begin to solve problems that will surprise and amaze us. Then you'll say, so the simplest example, I think, is one that one of our clients, HSBC, just did a few weeks ago. They were trying to do bond pricing. As you know, if you price the yields high, sure, there's a lot of demand, but the corporation has to then pay more. If you price them low, the demand may not be enough. So where do you go? Today, it's all done on an overnight model that is done, a Monte Carlo simulation typically. With quantum, in real time, they could get 34% better pricing. Just think about it, 5 basis points better across a 13 trillion bond market. What's the kind of profit and better results that comes back to them?
Damn it.
Portfolio construction, if you have 1,000 things to pick from, which are the 10 that are appropriate for you based on your risk profile and the market risk? You could do this in real time, almost for an individual as opposed to for an aggregate. I think these are great problems. corrosion on aircraft wings, maybe better fertilizers to save some electricity. These are the problems that excite me about what quantum can do.
Is it going to be bigger than AI?
I think that quantum today is where AI and GPUs were in 2015. I think that's the best analogy to use. It's clear. It's coming. But it's still a few years out.
3 years. All right, Arvind, thank you. Good to catch up with you about all the exciting stuff you're working on. Arvind Krishna, the CEO of IBM, all things quantum and AI. Carl.
IBM still a sleeping giant when it comes to technology. I remember they were developing it behind the scenes when the Ghost in the Shell movie came out, the Hollywood one, back in the 2010s. And they were creating deep dive technology around that. So they're definitely doing a whole bunch of, they're almost like the publicly traded DARPA of the world. It's nuts. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's take a look at I guess Fox Business one last time, of course, run through TradFi, and then pretty much call it. I think that's pretty much all the news. We'll check in one more time with oh geez, Ma'am Donnie. Yeah, of course, we're going to avoid all that as much as we possibly can. Let's take a look at one more time at crypto news. Let's see, we got a couple more sites here I could take a look at. News.bitcoin.com. Bitcoin sinks again. It sinks again, and stocks follow as fears of an AI bubble return. Damn. Well, Michael Burry, I heard one of you guys in the chat said that Michael Burry was putting like what, $1 billion short down or something. Like, is that even true? That's not even a real number for him. Michael Burry. Let's see what he's doing. Michael Burry, short AI. Palantir AI props up $1 billion bet. Yeah, $1 billion bet. Yep. So yeah, he's still that would be terrifying to be on that on that trade. I don't know. Because I just feel like it's not the same. It's not the same as what we went through last time with the great financial crisis, and of course 2021 when we printed 80% of all the money in the world in a single fell swoop, 2 or 3 years. Arthur Hayes says Bitcoin's next surge is locked in with the Fed liquidity flood rising. Yes, and then we just printed $50 billion this month or more. Actually, I think it's up to $60 billion now. The Fed has printed this month in order to catch up with repo. Bitwise and Sailor align a $150,000 Bitcoin target with institutional power driving liftoff. Gemini powers XRP trading with up to 100x leverage with no expiration date across Europe. Scary. What else we got here? Central Bank of Brazil postpones CBDC strategy. Yes, good to hear it. Central Bank of Brazil announced it will discontinue the platform used to run DREX, the Brazilian CBDC initiative. During its first 2 phases, Fabio Arujo, the project's coordinator, stated that DREX would pivot to the platform to facilitate the use of assets as collateral. All right, good for them. Get off that silly central bank digital currency nonsense. Radioactive metal hits DeFi. Morpho protocol integrates uranium. Interesting. Coinbase tells U.S. Treasury stablecoins should be treated like cash, not debt. Nice. Of course, still fighting that for a yield on USDC Circle from, of course, Coinbase. Bitwise and Sailor Line, yes, we already read that. Zcash Dash, we've talked about that at length already this morning. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to check one more news outlet and then call it. Cryptonews.com. Let's see what we got today. Strategy raises 620 million euros at upside stream preferred stock offering to support Bitcoin purchases and growth. We already covered that at great length as well. Data shows Bitcoin buyers are going all in at record price. As of 5 hours ago, I can see what data they're looking at, I guess. Bitcoin's going lower, analysts expects, yada yada. Poly market airdrop, Poly tokens. Yes, of course, there's going to be going live here in America this month, I believe, if not December. What do we got here on this article? And that's pretty much it. Bitcoin accumulator addresses purchased over 375,000 Bitcoin in 30 days, which is about the same amount. Actually, I think it's more than the amount that was sold off in the last 30 days by the OG wallets, right? We had in the last 3 to 6 months, we've had about 300,000 Bitcoin sold by OG wallets. And of course, in the last 30 days, BlackRock, Michael Saylor, all these countries, everyone, of course, still buying the dip. ARK shares, invest, Bitmine, of course, buying more Ethereum. All right, hitting all-time high as whales add $3 billion amid extreme fear and macro headwinds. This one just came out 6 hours ago. Bitcoin accumulator averages set an all-time high, purchasing over 375,000 Bitcoin, with more than 50,000 Bitcoin added yesterday alone, according to Crypto Quant analysis. And obviously, we can see all these taken off of the exchanges every single day. The aggressive buying persists even as the overall market demand has slowed, while Bitcoin hovers around 101,000 amid extreme fear and a 37-day government shutdown that's draining 15 billion weekly from US GDP. The monthly average for these long-term holder wallets has more than doubled in under 2 months, surging from 130,000 to 262,000 Bitcoin. Meanwhile, Bitcoin whales added nearly 30,000 Bitcoin, worth approximately $3 billion this week alone, contrasting supply with the retail panic and ETF outflows that have dominated the headlines following Bitcoin's 20% pullback this October. All-time high of $126,000 Bitcoin. All right, so yeah, extreme fear has hit the market, and of course, the lettuce hands are capitulating into the investors and institutional wallets. All right, that's pretty much all that there. Okay, guys, well, I think that pretty much covers everything. Let's do one more check on Bitcoin, see how we're doing, and head out for the day. Go in, of course, coming back for the market open. I guess we're going to be doing the weekly close here tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Gamma Goddess. Guys, Gamma Goddess is going to be on with us tonight. It's going to be fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the things down below. I'm still wearing this stupid McDonald's hat. Okay, anyway, did Otaku just tell Michael Burry that this time is different? I think I did. Yeah. You can't win them all, right? You can't win them all. Oh, I don't know. I feel some different kind of way about this. Again, AI and robots are definitely coming for all our jobs. It's just a matter of time. Can AMP go up already? Says Amp Night. Damn, yeah, those the altcoins, man, right now are rough, man. They're rough. Can't wait, Gamma. Yes, can't wait, of course, to have Gamma on the live stream tonight. Yes. Algie Bob, man, giving you guys a show, a song for the weekend. I'm going to again click on that link there to catch that one, guys. Exit 2015 live, Faithless. We come one. That's coming from Bob in there, if you guys want to click on it. Enjoy your Friday, guys. I will see you again tonight. Have a great day. And yeah, we're going to have some fun with Gamma tonight. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Low liquidity Friday. And yeah, with that, I will see you tonight. Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I'm on board. Hollywood talking and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Are we ever going to end this thing? I think Helmo's getting fat. I think Helmo's getting kind of fat, guys. He was hungry before, but I think he's just eating all the dip. All right, guys. Yes, have a great night, Chaotic family. Yes, we'll see, of course, Gamma got us tonight. I will see you guys all. Have a good one, guys. Don't stay bullish, guys. Don't get too bearish. I'll see you later tonight. Peace. Peace.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, AI's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.